all too often on this podcast, I'm talking about the importance of legal intake and the client intake process and taking steps to ensure that a law firm's new leads actually become paying clients. So what are some things that law firms should know about performing their firm's intake process with Hispanic clientele?
All right, great. So very good question. And some of the answers are very simple, right? If you're running campaigns in Spanish, then make sure that any calls coming out of this campaign are actually answered in Spanish. Like everything, right? The hello needs to be in Spanish. And this is something that a lot of law firms struggle to get. And it's such an easy fix. It's such an easy fix. You don't have to have different phone lines. You don't have to have different agents. You don't have to overcomplicate things. If you have a bilingual phone operator, right? There are so many ways that you can, the same line, the same telephone number, right? The same everything gets them notified just by whispering a 1 second message as they're answering the phone, letting them know this is a Spanish speaker, right? With call tracking, you can do that very easily. And so you just let them know this is a Spanish speaker caller, and then they know, okay, I'm going to speak in Spanish. But even though they have all of that set it up, they still answer everything in English, right? And then they turn in Spanish. They wait for the actual caller to say, well, they've just been answered and they did a whole intro. Welcome to the Smith Law Firm. This is Angelica. How can I help you? Right? That happened in English. And so now the caller needs to request to change the language to Spanish. And that's a terrible experience. That's a terrible experience. And that's why exactly I say when law firms start doing a better job, when a local law firm starts doing that differently and they start actually answering their phone calls in Spanish, those small things are just making the entire process more frictionless to the users. And that's going to lead to the market favoring one law firm over the other. Because at the end of the day, why should they go and try to entrust their case to someone that is making it harder for them to do so, right? Going back to your example of being in Germany and potentially being injured and then looking for a doctor, it's very simple, right? You may still go and search in German because, hey, you're in Germany. Maybe there's no one around here that actually speaks English as I would like to, the specialist that I need. But then you're searching on Google and you're finding, right, one. And then you're finding another one that has not just the information in German, but they have it in English as well, right? And so you're automatically going to gravitate towards the one that has German and English because it's making it easier for you from the get-go to entrust them with, your medical treatment because you can understand you have been able to already connect with them in some way or another. And so that's exactly what I think law firms are dismissing a lot of times when it comes down to their intake. They are not necessarily seeing how they can start the whole process for the Spanish speakers by giving them a great experience from the get-go.